Hi, my name's Ted Robbins, and I'm here with my dog, Abby, and we're here today at Eden's at Sunset, and we're here today to create a video in appreciation for everything that they've done for our family and myself. We're sitting here today in front of my son's grave. His name is Christian Robbins, and he lost this hard-fought battle with bipolarism and mental illness a little over 2.5 months ago. It's been a really hard process for us as a family because we just miss him so much. But it wouldn't be without the entire team here and being able to come here every day. We're just not only appreciative, but it's really helped us in celebrating his life. So I want to take a little walk today. We're going to take a walk with Abby, and we're going to talk a little bit about why, again, we're so appreciative for everything that they've done here at Eden's at Sunset. This is where we're going to start our walk today. One of the reasons why I want to start here is because it's so beautiful with the water and everything behind you. Directly behind us is Christian's grave. And this is why I like to generally start here, because it's really calming and really peaceful. And this is just one thing out of the entire facility here of, again, just how calming and healing and beautiful this place is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a walk and start from the beginning. The very first day when we heard that Christian had lost his battle with bipolarism and mental illness, it was really hard. We had the police come to the door and told us what had happened. As a parent, it's really unimaginable. You try to think that this would never ever happen. You think about how distraught you are, almost paralyzed. It was really a tough day. And that's why the appreciation really started that first day when we got a call from Ron here at the facility. And we got a call from Ron, and again, we were just so upset that all we really wanted was somebody to care for Christian and love him and get him back to the facility here and care for him like the way we really wanted him to be taken care of. We felt that initially really early on. It's just in everything from the tonality, the generosity, the ability to be available on a weekend and to give us a call. We were just extremely appreciative as an overall family to be able to have that first starting point and feeling so comfortable and so calm. Next thing we did is Ron made an appointment with us with Ray. Ray works in a building over here, and he's in charge of all the cemetery and the grounds. He helped us pick out a really awesome spot. As you can see behind me over there where Christian's grave is at, there happens to be John 3:16. It's one of my favorite Bible verses that we have. And it was funny, we picked out the spot for Christian. I look over and I see the Bible verse that we've got, and it was just kind of meant to be. It's really also nice there in the mornings because we have a nice shade that's there that we've got, and we're able to sit there and really have some awesome time with Christian. During that meeting, we were able to, again, try to settle on where we're going to basically bury Christian and create a meeting for the next day over in this building that you're seeing over here. And this is where the celebration of life is that we got. And with the celebration of life, being able to celebrate Christian's life in a way that he would want it. Christian wrote us all letters from his standpoint, and when he wrote us all letters, he really wanted us to celebrate his life. He didn't want us to be sad, and it's really hard as a parent or anybody that's lost a loved one not to be sad, because you want to be able to grieve. You miss them greatly, and we love Christian more than anything in the whole entire world, and we'll love him for eternity. But in just missing him being here with us, it was, again, just really hard. So in the building we had met Holly and their team, and what Holly had done for us is really created this environment and this warm and welcoming place of being able to have this celebration for Christian. She asked us what Christian had liked, and we explained that Christian really loved camping, he really loved fishing, and he really loved those types of things. So believe it or not, what they had done is they allowed us in the building to create an entire campsite. We set up the tents, we set up a fire pit in the middle, We put chairs around in this COVID environment. We only can have a limited amount of people. So we put camping chairs all the way around with a fire pit, a live fire pit, not a fake one, a real fire pit in the middle. We had above us, we had recordings of Christian with video and with pictures coming down. This was also being streamed, so everyone that was in COVID that really wanted to be there for Christian was basically streaming all of this that we were able to see there in person. But what they were able to do for this celebration of life really was amazing, because again, when you're so grief-stricken initially, it's hard to make decisions. So we were able to get the camping gear and the equipment set up, but there was a lot of other special things that they were able to do for Christian. Like they were able to make big banners that they made with pictures of Christian to celebrate his life. They had put inside his casket some pictures of the family and stuff inside his casket. They allowed us to pick this really rustic, really cool casket made out of wood, actually called a campfire. And that was the casket that he was buried in. The night that we were able to see Christian, the night before his burial, was his open casket. And being able to have his open casket was really hard, because that was the first time that we were able to see Christian since we found out that he had passed. And being able to be there and see him for the first time, it was really hard in the entire family. We had Christian's brother and sister that were there, Ethan and Sophia. And it was tough because we tried to, make it a situation where they could basically say goodbye to their brother or say goodbye to their family. But what Holly and the rest of their team did is they created an environment where Ethan and Sophia were able to cook s'mores that they have, and to be able to have some closing next to Christian. So they didn't tell us, and they surprised us by bringing out these s'mores that they've got that Ethan and Sophia were able to cook in the kitchen. And they brought them out next to Christian's casket. And after everyone got an opportunity to see Christian, we all went out and were able to be there by Christian to be able to have s'mores. And it was really an ingenious way of being able to, again, allow closure and allow the family to be together there with Christian. The next day when we had Christian's funeral, and I described, the chairs and the campfire and everything for that, I think it was a really awesome theme and celebration of his life. And just time after time, we were just more surprised. And again, I've been in business for over 30 years, and I've seen a lot of companies and people that handle interactions with people, and I've never seen anything like it. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I wanted to create this video, was the surprises and the feeling of love and celebration that came from this team just kept coming up. We finished Christian's celebration of life portion there in the facility, and they had actually had flip-up cards that they had made where they had taken pictures of Christian and created this pop-up with multiple pictures of Christian and the family. Also, there was a flip-it card that they had made. They also made a lantern and a handprint, which I'll talk about in a second. But after we finished that, and we went out to Christian's gravesite over here, they allowed a real awesome healing process by being able to allow us to take Christian's casket out and allow the people to be able to take finger paint and hand paint and put their handprints on Christian's casket. They had pins that they were able to write notes to Christian on his casket. And I think it was really, really healing. That in combination with balloons. They had balloons that everyone was able to release. And all of that, again, not only followed a theme that they were so awesome to be able to put together, but it was a really great way for us as a family, again, to create that closure and to create the ability to, again, try to feel some happiness in this situation. After that we were able to find, and they had given us a handprint of Christian, a hand mold of Christian, this really cool thing that they had given us for our entryway. But they also gave us a lantern, and it's a lantern that has some rocks, and inside this jar, it's like a masonry jar, and they have pictures that are around it, and they use it. They wanted us to use it as a nightlight. Every night I utilize that jar, and I would hug Christian every single night. So what I do is I put my handprint, which Christian happened to have the same size of hand I have, so I put my hand on his handprint, and I'm able to hug the jar that I've got, and you can see that when I'm hugging him, I can actually feel Christian's actually there with me. So again, I'm getting back to the healing process and getting to all that. It didn't stop there. After Christian's celebration of life, they also invited us. We had a butterfly release just over here, where the kids were able to release butterflies in celebration of people. And then again, just the openness and the caring to be able to provide all the pictures and the video and everything of Christian's celebration of life also allowed us to have a lot of closure with Christian. I want you to pan now. I'm going to walk over here. This is one of our other favorite places to basically walk. And what you're able to see is the sunset coming down. You can see now why. And come over here, see if you can get it in the background here behind me. See if you can get the sunset. You can see how beautiful it is here with the water. Other things that you can see here on the grounds is there's a table over here. Sometimes we'll come over here and we'll have dinner or lunch over here at this table underneath the trees in the shade. You're able to come here again and listen to the water. There's our daughter, Sophia. There's a swing that's just past us, and she loves that swing every time that we come here. But you can see from the grounds here and everything that you're seeing just, again, how much of an awesome place it is here. There's an event center over there where if you have a lot of people, you could have the celebration of life over at the event center, or you could have weddings or have multiple things, so you can really kind of see how peaceful it is out here to be able to take a walk. And I know a lot of Christian's friends specifically want to come out here during the sunset here in the evening because again, it's just so peaceful. I want to thank everyone that's watching this video, and again, I want to give a special appreciation to Edens at Sunset on how much they've really been able to help myself and our family with the healing process and in celebrating Christian's life. But they just haven't became a company or people that have wanted to try to help us. They've actually became part of our family. So when I see Ron and Holly and Ray and their entire team that they've got, you can just feel the love, and you can feel the caring, and you can feel the way that they really want people to have that healing process and to be able to celebrate their loved ones. So for that, we're really thankful from the Robbins family. Thanks.